who would like to give a recap of what exciting adventures you all went on last time?
No.
I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so we started off. We were all gonna go talk to Owen's mom, and then we decided that we should split up. So it was me, Mira, and Lilith all went to go talk to Owen's mom, and then she got a little upset when she was teaching a class because Mira was juggling some vials around, and we stood up and spoke. And anyway, we got called to the front of the class, and we were trying to get her to tell us about it. She basically assigned all three of us a paper and told us to leave. And then Jesse, Damon. Oh yeah, sorry. Before that, Damon woke up passed out and didn't know what happened. Right? He passed out and didn't know what happened up until Asher. He was saving Asher. So we found out. Yeah, he lost a week. We found out that he has that he is a demon or has a demon
living
inside.
in his butthole.
Yeah, it's got a demon inside there. Comes out sometimes.
It gets worse with tacos.
When I was saying when he eats Mexican, it gets real bad.
Yeah, when he's trying to protect his friends is when it comes out. He can't really. You can control who it attacks, is what he said. But then he loses his memory, and it varies where his memories come back from. Then the whole school thing happened, and then Jesse, Damon, Lokar, and Chev all went to go try to. What did you guys go to try to talk to the blacksmith?
Yeah, but
they were trying to get to the blacksmith, and the whole market was closed because of a hostage situation.
And then Jesse blew smoke in a guard's face, and then the guard roughed Jesse up, and then Jesse kept going at the guard, and then they took him, and then Jesse was caught and managed to get out of his shackles, and instead of running, basically taunted them again, and Jesse got tied upside down and restrained. And then I found out, we met up with the group, I found out about Jesse being restrained. I went to go talk to my dad, who begrudgingly gave me the papers in order to get Jesse free, but he said it was going to cost Jesse something in order for him to get his demands. And he has to prove himself, but he wouldn't tell me how he has to prove himself. I got Jesse out from those bitch ass guards, and then we walked out, and I told Jesse what my father said, and Jesse begrudgingly agreed to help prove himself in some way. We don't know how, but he said he'd try as long as I handled the stupid guards. And then Chev, Lokar, and Damon, did you guys make it to the blacksmith?
No, we left off about to go to him.
Right. And then then Lilith and Chaos and Mira went with them to go to the blacksmith, and then that's where we ended.
Took a big old shit. Magic days.
Pretty sure us searching for the blacksmith ended up being going to his neighborhood and just shouting.
I think it was like a door-to-door search.
Because I couldn't narrow it down any more than what neighborhood he lives in.
I don't know. We've been there before, but they wouldn't let us in.
You've never been to his house.
He wouldn't let you into the marketplace. No. His neighborhood is somewhere else. He lives outside of the marketplace.
Yeah. And you guys
I think that teacher way overreacted about the juggling situation, and she disrupted her class more than the juggling did.
No, I also agree with.
So you can agree with whatever you want. You guys made a call, and you will pay for that call. You guys are causing issues for one of your compatriots.
You guys, I was quietly holding the vial. I wasn't juggling.
To be fair, I don't think it was the juggling. I think it was Penguin going da 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 da.
Are you supposed to have vials in class?
We don't go to class. Nobody told me I couldn't.
Oh, I'm just saying. I mean, are you guys supposed to have vials in class? It's a very simple question.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Vials or Bibles? Sorry.
Vials.
Vials.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what I was. Yeah.
That's all right, Chris.
What kind of dictatorship is this place?
Legit.
I'm not-
have no damn
What are-
Bibles.
Fascism. Can't have vials in my pocket.
I'm not going to say I've never had a vial.
I mean, I'm just saying, if there was no vials allowed, I feel like that should have been posted outside the classroom door.
And you have a vessel with a pestle.
Yeah.
Hey, who's Hilda?
And then I would like to know the legal definition of a vial.
What do you mean illegal? If it's a vial, what do you mean a legal definition of a vial? It's a vial. A vial is a vial.
I mean, I understand why she's saying that, because that way she could say that her vial could be interpreted a different way.
But to say, I know exactly why she's saying that. Give me the,
if only your character was as smart as the player. So we start with Jessie and Scarlet leaving the market. Jessie in tow of the immensely proud of herself Scarlet, talking down to the guards and making them very irate towards her, to the point where she probably burned any goodwill that she has with the guards at this point.
Probably.
I like how with one guard that is particularly, I didn't even come in and was nasty at first. I literally just said, let him go. What'd you say?
I like how you say one guard. It was the lieutenant, one of 4 that serve under your father. But one guy, just one guy.
One guy on a power trip. I don't understand what the problem is. And had he just done what I asked him to do nicely the first time, we wouldn't have gotten into that little battle.
I feel like that's what Death says every time he goes to kill an NPC.
I feel like what precedes me killing your NPCs is you being a smug bastard to my character.
Okay, so same situation. Thank you.
So yeah, you're always gonna get murder out of me for being a smug bastard. Sorry.
All right, well, I'll remember that to all the dwarven immigrants you slain. All right, so yes, Jessie and Scarlet.
I mean, we had our talk. We're on our way, walking back, unless Jesse's got somewhere else he's trying to head.
Nothing to say. Besides thanks. I think I said that already.
Yep.
Out of character. I missed this. Who is Hilda?
Hilda, shut your mouth. That's who Hilda is.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Out of character.
Is Hilda in the room with us right now?
Can you worry about yourself and not other people's characters?
No, I'm not worried about other people's characters. I just worried about this random person that I've seen on the screen. Look, I just asked you a question. You don't want to be a dick about it, man.
Hilda's Coco.
How am I being a dick about it?
I didn't say that.
You exactly said that. Those are your exact words.
This is just like the guard and Jesse.
My character's all good. I'm ready to go. Let's do combat. Come on.
Somehow there are manacles on your character again.
I need to practice.
And they were placed there by Hilda.
Let's fucking go. I got a 6.
All right, your manacles have now cut off the circulation to your brain.
What?
That's not true. I was high as a kite when they put the things on me. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so what's going on between Scarlet and Jessie?
We're walking back.
On the way back to the hideout, the joint.
Yeah, we're walking back. I thought we were gonna try to find the rest of them, but God knows where they're at. They're looking for.
And find someone you shall, as a somewhat familiar face starts to walk down the street, dressed in guardly attire, with probably a discerned look on their face. Hilda, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, so you see a very stern-looking half-orc woman in guard's armor with a heavy two-handed hammer strapped to her back. Her boots click on the path as she approaches. And she says, "Ah, there you are, Scarlet. I've heard so much about your adventures lately."
I'm gonna let out a sigh and be like, Oh shit! And like Jesse be like, Jesse, you should go. You should go try and find the group. And I will talk to Hilda. This is Hilda, you should go.
Who's Hilda? Who's that?
You know how you have a problem with and like I like lean in like and whisper, I'm like, you know how I have a problem with guards?
Yes.
This is not a guard that you're not gonna like this guard. So I'm gonna need you to just go try to find the group. They're looking for the blacksmith.
Okay, I guess this isn't weird at all. Hilda, pleasure to meet you, bitch. And then turns around and walks away. And a puff of smoke blows back behind him, and he walks right through, and it's like he was never there.
He's French. That was a term of endearment.
Oui, oui.
What can I help you with?
Watches him walk off.
What can I help you with, Hilda? I haven't been in the market lately today.
The market? I'm not concerned about the market. I'm concerned about how you talk to my family. The guardsmen.
I mean, you weren't even over there. I was pretty nice, considering.
Oh, do you think they would keep that under wraps?
I mean, I
they
guess
talk. They tell me everything you do.
it makes sense. You guys do seem like catty bitches.
Your father believes that I need to keep an eye on you after this last escapade that you had going.
When did you meet with him?
Not long after you decided to talk to the lieutenant in the way that you did. To get that little friend there out from behind bars.
Okay, so he met with you like as soon as I left his office. Awesome. I actually don't need your help. I'm doing good. I'm fine. But thank you.
I wasn't asking.
Oh God. Okay, that's actually great. We can go talk to him together.
Oh, wonderful. I was hoping you would say that. Let's go.
I wasn't hoping she would say that.
I didn't want that to happen.
Yeah, nah, that was.
Did you really not expect that?
That was not something I was looking forward to.
I mean, at least we didn't skip an entire fight this time.
Yeah.
What fight did you skip?
I don't know. We were supposed to like run away or something, and I don't know.
I don't remember you guys needing to run away.
Yeah, I remember. It was like my first session, I think.
Yeah, you guys didn't run away. I wasn't like I didn't need you to. I just figured you would. Okay, so Jesse, you skimper off, correct, before this happens?
Yeah, back towards where Damon had his episode in that warehouse kind of area.
Okay. So let's head over to Damon and Lokar, and I don't know where are Myra and okay, yeah. So the 4 of you, however many of you there are together. Go ahead. You're walking through the town trying to find the blacksmith, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, we're heading to the carnival.
Yep, because he is near the fairgrounds. So how are you guys going about trying to find his house? You just knocking on doors randomly, or what?
I know Myra is just shouting his name.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know if that was for reals or not.
Oh gosh. Are there any people out and about in this area?
Yeah, I mean, this part of the town's lively. It's not closed down like the market, so there's people just looking at Myra, screaming at the top of her lungs, probably shaking their head at her, and
Really surprised at this point.
Yeah, some people look at her and start laughing. Others give her this dirty look. But then, Myra, through your shouting, you hear a familiar voice as Lucian turns the corner and starts heading towards you.
There you are, my good man.
Hello. Hopefully you're not getting up in any trouble.
No, actually, I have succeeded. I was trying to help these guys find you, so here we are.
Lucian's not the blacksmith you were looking for, but
Yeah, Lucian's not the blacksmith.
Jesus.
Cut her a break.
But
She doesn't
hold on,
know
I
who she is.
shouldn't say anything because Myra may actually believe that Lucian was the
I was gonna
blacksmith.
say,
Yeah.
how high is Mira right now?
Lucian just looks down at his garb and goes, I'm not.
Right. Or Lucian, you are definitely not the blacksmith. You know where the blacksmith is?
I can't say that I do at the moment. I was busy with other things trying to reconvene with you guys.
Nice. Well, so my plan was just to go around shouting until I find the blacksmith. But you passed the test. You are definitely not a doppelganger in disguise.
Oh boy.
Good to know.
That's
There's a doppelganger?
conclusion to immediately run to. Go ahead.
I don't know, is there?
Well, now you have me confused.
Great, then we're right where we should be.
Oh boy.
So you guys are having trouble with a doppelganger?
No.
That's
We just
not
need to
good at
find a
all.
blacksmith.
I have no idea what she's talking about, and I don't think I ever will. Also, I don't think I've met you. Lucian, your name is, correct?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm Lilith. I study at the academy and somehow ended up with this group of odd fellows, but we are looking for the blacksmith he lives somewhere in the carnival, but we're not sure where he lives. We'd appreciate your assistance in trying to find him.
Is there really an importance to look for him, especially with what we're dealing with now?
Well, apparently he seems to have some important information that could be helpful to us at this time.
Well, can you catch me up in the loop so that I understand?
We're looking for him, so.
Who was it that wanted to talk to him again? Because I'm not the one that wanted to talk to him.
Chev and Lokar wanted to talk to him.
That's
so we were trying
right.
to help Chev and Lokar find the blacksmith. See, we're being helpful for once, Lucian. At least I
I
am.
don't know what's going on.
That's because you lost an entire week and nobody seems to think that's important. But, I wanted to get you checked out at the temple. That was just overruled. So
Yes, but I don't think the temple is a good idea considering, what we know.
I definitely think we should just keep walking around with a guy who can't lose his time. Yeah, that makes sense. This is like a safe decision.
All right, you guys need to catch me in the loop here. I need to understand why we're being so spaced with our information.
You and me too, brother.
So Damon, is I don't know. He says he's not a demon. But he can take another form that is like a demon, and only when he does it, he doesn't remember. So he lost like a week after he turned. But that's not something we should be dealing with right now. We got kicked out of the academy because apparently juggling is disruptive, and we're helping.
It very much is.
Exactly.
So,
Thank you.
Myra, while you're just spouting out stuff, two people around you hear you say the word demon and look immediately in your direction. As you've already created a scene where people were probably not paying attention, they're now looking very intently as you are saying the word demon and talking to Lucian. So you are catching the eyes of people around you, and luckily not a guard.
I don't know what they're talking about, but that demon donkey brew is it. I don't think it should be sold.
It's
definitely terrible.
Talking about a play that we're getting ready for.
Blandford Recreation Center.
Lucian, would you know somewhere more private we could go to discuss all of this?
And you will notice that a dwarf wearing a thick leather apron covered in dirt. Looks like he's been unbathed for months. He's wearing a ripped white T-shirt. It was white at one point. It's probably, if you didn't know there was black soot all over him, you would just assume it was maybe specks of white paint. But he's walking towards you guys, and you recognize him as Fungriff Nakoldanya, the blacksmith that you had spoke to, Chev. And he says, I hear a bunch of you calling me name, causing a muckus. What's going on? What do you need?
Oh, thank goodness.
Hello?
You boy, what happened to you? I invite you into my shop, I give you a chance for a job, and you disappear on me for a week.
I'm terribly sorry about that. The town exploded and there was...
I know the town exploded, and you think that stopped me from going to work? I offer you and your cousin a job, and this is how you treat me.
Again, my deepest apologies, sir. This is the earliest I could get back to you. I promise you.
You're not even back to me. You're not even in my market. What are you... You're just shouting down the street like a couple of blokes?
We've actually been trying to find you for quite a while, but the market was shut down and none of us knew where you lived.
I don't want to hear
Not even
about
me.
the market being shut down. You could have found me. You could have gone to the shop. I still went to work. I was there every day, waiting for my help to arrive.
Unfortunately, due to our age, they wouldn't let us in the market.
Damon, far be it for me to tell someone of your stature not to go into the market, but these young gentlemen should have been able to at least call themselves my apprentice to be able to get in.
Honestly, sir, we did try many tactics, but the guards were steadfast in refusing to admit us. And I would not waste your time or mine with insincerity.
And yet you did waste me time.
Well,
I suppose you think you'll still have work for you.
I'm hoping that you'll understand that due to the emergency, I had to be somewhere else, but my intent was to work for you, and I'm hoping you're still willing to allow me to do that.
Oh, I'm willing to allow you, but you're not get paid for a month.
Well, if that's what it takes to earn back your trust, sir, I think it's a small price to pay.
He looks at Myra and says, "You look oddly familiar. Why does your face look so familiar to me?"
He's the one that knocked down the cart for you.
That was you?
Oh.
No, it was not me.
Wasn't that part of my memory?
No, it was not. We're so sorry. He has memory problems.
He starts laughing. He says, "That'll knock those little righteous bastards down. I won't tell anybody, dear. Your secret's safe with me."
Yeah, I thought it made him happy.
Yeah.
That's what they get for spitting lies about me, talking bad behind me back.
Absolutely. I'm just here to dole out social justice.
Yeah, feel free to rain that hellfire down on those stuck-up green thumbs anytime you like, miss.
Definitely.
And as for you, he looks at you, Lokar and Chev. I'll expect yous in the morning.
I will be there.
And he just walks past all of you.
Alright. I specifically did not want this cut.
Okay.
I did.
That went better than I was hoping for, so we're good. Okay.
Oh, it just went through.
Could I interest you in a Flintstone mug?
I guess as good as yelling across the street.
Right then, well, we found the blacksmith. Is there any other useful information he might have?
Well, he walked past you guys.
I don't know
So.
why they were looking. I assume they were looking for him about their work. I didn't really ask.
But you guys stopped Lilith from getting research for her paper so we can get the information from Owen's mom.
You're not there.
I'm just reminding them out of character. I'm reminding them out of character.
Alright, well then, now that that's settled, Myra, you and I should try to head, I suppose, to the Academy Library to work on that paper that we have to finish.
Are there books there? Because I might be allergic.
You are not allergic to books.
What are you, my healer now? You don't know.
Because that's not a thing. You're just trying to get out of helping me to do the task that I got stuck with because you and Scarlet can behave yourselves.
But if I break out into hives and get all itchy scratchy,
We'll take
I
you
didn't tell you
to
that I have an invalid medical condition. Alright, let's go.
I mean, Takiri would agree that you could be allergic to books. But
who's Takiri?
That's fine. You don't even know. You don't need to know. That's a battle.
That was an out of character joke.
That's a battle for another day.
Alright, let's go read some books.
Okay. While the ladies go to skip her off, what are the gentlemen doing? Thalion, Damon, and Chev. I'm sorry, Lucian, Damon, and Chev.
I guess. What time is it right now?
Probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The lecture's done at 5, so by the time they finish writing the paper, they'll get it in by the time the thing's done.
Maybe I ought to check in with the academy headmaster dude and see what he's got planned for me and Lokar.
Okay.
You guys know your way around well enough now?
I have a job. I'm sorry, say it again, Grim.
Do you guys know your way around well enough? I'd like to go try and find Scarlet and preferably find something to make my head stop hurting.
Well, if we get turned around, we could just ask for directions, sir. You're welcome to go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll be okay.
I'm gonna go ahead with Damon as well.
That's okay too. I appreciate both y'all's help, and I'm sure when Lokar wakes up from his little nap, he'll appreciate it too, because that's the kind of guy he is. Thanks again for everything.
Okay.
Marshall.
Damon, where are you going? Oh, you said you're finding Scarlet. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and find Scarlet.
So, you will probably see Scarlet through the
Jesus.
You will see Scarlet walking down
I did not think Scarlet would answer me that way.
No. That was mini Scarlet.
That's enough, nerd. You will see Scarlet walking down the street. You'll be a ways away, but you will catch her out of the corner of your eye walking down the street with a guard at her side, heading towards the academy or towards the barracks. Jessie, you get yourself to the warehouse. When you walk in, you can see that it is pretty vacated, that nobody's been in there. Is there anything in there you're trying to do?
It's time to cook.
What are you trying to make?
I want to start making some of those keef bombs that I used on my instructor.
Okay, and do you have enough materials for that with what you have?
I only have enough to make half as many as I'd normally be able to carry. So
okay,
that's 2.
That's fine. So you'll start making some bombs. All right, not a problem. And Scarlet, you are walking down the street. Are you trying to catch up to her, Damon, or are you letting her go?
Now that I've seen the guard, I'm probably going to pull my hood up and try to kind of tail without being seen.
Okay.
Because now I'm worried something's wrong.
And
is there a reason you're acting that way?
Well, yeah, Scarlet doesn't like the guards.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Well, that's definitely nothing new.
And
But
so now I'm worried that she's in trouble with her dad, and so I don't want to make it worse, or hopefully make it better would be preferable. And so I'm waiting for my moment.
then I will await that moment. But I don't think I'm going to be so hidden like you.
You can just look at me weird and be like, what is he doing?
Yeah, practically. Like watching somebody do like ninja moves across the street while you're just walking, and you're like, go.
You see me doing like ninja moves and stuff, and I'm going dun 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 dun.
His own theme music.
Meanwhile, you're just walking down the middle of the street going, okay. I think he hit his head harder than I'm thinking.
So, Hilda, would you be focusing on Scarlet, or would you be kind of watching the crowd as well? Or would you be putting your energies towards making sure she does?
Being a guard, she would definitely try to be like as perceptive of her surroundings, especially after hearing all like the recent explosions and everything going on in town.
Okay, give me a perception roll, if you will.
Is that in?
That's in
Skills.
skills. You just double click the total.
There's a little mini dice you can double click.
Jeez. Damon, can I get a stealth roll, please?
Oh my god! No way!
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, because he's literally doing his own theme music.
Terrible.
No!
So, Hilda, you're with
You
your
probably hear me going dun 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 dun.
Hilda, with your trained eyes scanning the crowd and keeping your head on a swivel while paying attention to Scarlet in your peripherals, you will see somebody almost matching the description of Damon, and you're familiar with Damon Dark. He's a very precocious scamp. He's a 16-year-old boy who's always lets his presence be known. But you do see this boy jumping through the, pulling these stealth moves, but he is following you. You do, maybe at first you thought he was just running around and messing around, but you do see he's following you. And I would assume
You watch me roll on the sidewalk, and then I kind of grab my head because it hurts, and I'm like, ow.
I would assume you would know faces pretty well in a general sense. You may know Lucian, you may not, but you definitely know that Damon is following you.
All right, Hilda will reach out and grab the back of Scarlet's cloak so she doesn't try to get away. And she'll turn around and say, "Oh, look, another of your friends has decided to come and join our business. Why don't you come over here and state what you want?"
I will totally forget that I was trying to hide, and I'll just be like, I am more than a friend. Oh wait, I was hiding. Crud.
Oh, Damon, what you doing?
I didn't know if you were in trouble, and I was gonna help, and then
nope,
my head hurt, and I forgot, and then I don't know.
No, I'm not in trouble. I'm just dealing with an issue, and I'm gonna go talk to my dad about it. But I'm good. I'm good. What
We're
are you
both
doing?
Dealing with an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What issue has Scarlet got up to?
Nothing.
Our friends had homework, and I didn't really have anything to do. And so, yeah.
Yep. You know, Damon, where are Chev and Lokar? I thought you guys were looking for the blacksmith.
Oh, we found the blacksmith, and we talked to him, and then they went to somewhere to do something. I think it had to do with their classwork, too.
Oh, so you mean Lilith and Myra, or Mira?
Yeah, everybody went to do classwork. I didn't have any. And then I found you, and then I started to, not follow you, but, well, you know what? I was just following you because I thought you might need me.
Oh, Well, I'm actually okay, but thank you for checking on me. I'm gonna go talk to my dad. You know how he is about bunch of people in his office. Not a fan. If you want to wait out here for me until I'm done, I'm sure I'll be rid of my issue after I go in there. So
I'm sure you won't be.
I can try.
mm,
Your dad loves me.
I, you know what? It's okay, but thank you so much. And like, I try to walk forward and like push, um, her hand off my hood.
Nope, it's staying there.
Okay, I'll follow you guys and wait for you outside.
Okay, that sounds
Unless
good.
you have something else I need to do.
Nope. Nothing that I can think of that we need to discuss right now.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I'm glad we got all that worked out. Let's go.
Do I know who Hilda is? Sorry, out of game.
I don't know. Would you?
She's the guard.
Yeah, I mean, are you on a first name basis with a lot of the guards, or would you the more prominent
Mainly
guards?
just the ones that guard the rich people, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, so you would not know Hilda then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna turn to her blankly and be like, "Hi, I'm Damon."
Do you always stick your nose in other people's business when you get bored, Damon?
You betcha. I tend to be everywhere. I can teleport.
Oh. That seems like a nifty skill.
Yep. I'm everywhere you want to be.
No, I don't think you are. No.
I could be. Do you have something you need done
right
while I'm
now
waiting?
you're where I don't want you to be.
Okay,
Why
well
don't
then
you
can we
just wait
go?
here and let's go.
Lucian just grips the bridge of his nose after he heard like the same thing 3 times back and forth. Is there what is the problem right now?
There isn't one. Can I go? I will be back. You guys just sit here, or you can go do something else. I just need to go talk to my dad. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
And Hilda finally lets her go and turns on her heel to follow.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
I didn't get a bye from you, Hilda.
Later.
See ya.
Later.
Scarlet
Busy.
and I'm sorry, Myra and Lilith, you guys make it into the Academy Library, where there's halls and halls of volumes and volumes of books and anything and everything magical related. If it's got an arcane background, it is here.
Lilith, how sure are you that these shelves aren't going to topple over and crush me?
I mean, this library has been here for a very long time, and that's never happened. So as long as you don't start swinging on the bookshelves, you should be fine.
Well, then I don't know how much help I'm going to be, because I can only reach, like, the second shelf up from the floor.
They have ladders for that.
Yeah, but if this place has been here for a really long time, they might be very rickety and prone to breaking.
Well, the ladders are more recent. I've been to this place many times. I've perused these books, and I've never had an incident. So I beg you, please do not cause one.
And
I'm not going to do it on purpose, but you tall people don't appreciate the dangers of getting books off the top shelf.
And immediately,
Somebody
you
check on her.
guys,
Is she choking to death?
you guys hear a very low to the ground but strong shh as Berth Henzel, that arcane librarian, is a very short halfling woman, garbed in what looks to be grandmom clothing. She's got a very plain brown linen shawl over her shoulders. She's got the the needles or whatever crossed in her hair and a bun, a gray thin hair, very wrinkly skin, crow's feet, the whole shebang, thick, glasses that just make her eyes pop and look the size of an ogre's. And she says, "Why are you being so loud?"
I am so very sorry. I will try to keep it down, and I will make sure my friend behaves herself.
What business do you have with my books?
Oh, Madame Colleen has sent us to write a paper for her class.
Oh, has she? Is she too high and pious to bring herself down here and check out her own books?
No. It's an assignment we have to complete to turn into her.
And where's her requisition?
Her requisition?
You wouldn't know that. To get books from the library, you
need a requisition.
slip, especially if you're performing work for one of your teachers.
Yeah, would I happen to have in my bag an old requisition that I could try to pass off?
You could say, I don't know, are you devious enough to forge one?
Possible.
Then give me a linguistics roll.
Alright.
Oh, we're getting Lilith on the bad side.
I don't know, maybe she has some weird pursuit.
God damn it.
So with a 6, you hand her, what are you handing this woman?
Chewing gum wrapper.
Yes. I just
Does it just
put
say
my hand in my bag and I'm just like looking, and it's like an old pamphlet for, I don't know, something embarrassing. I don't know.
Calendar wart remover.
Yeah, wart remover.
I was
No,
hoping
that's not what I said.
I was hoping you were gonna say it just says books on it.
It says books. It's an old pamphlet of books.
I'm sorry, are you trying to tell me that I should have my warts removed? That's very personal and very private. How dare you?
No, I am so sorry. That's not you know what? I must have misplaced the paper, but the assignment is due within 2 hours. She gave us a very tight limit. So you've seen me here quite many times. You know, I'm very respectful, and could you perhaps just this once let me just write my paper here, borrow your books? I will be very respectful, of course.
So she does not recognize you at all, and she probably has seen you many times, but she can't.
Bitch blind.
Yeah, but she can't tell if she has it or not. She says, and she doesn't want to look embarrassed. You could see that she doesn't want to be embarrassed. She says, "Of course, I've seen you here plenty of times, and you, I have not seen at all ever." And she's looking at you, Myra.
True. But I'm with her.
Oh, I didn't realize that going and doing research was a couple's activity. As long as you keep it down, that's fine.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate, and we will keep it down, right?
I'll do
I
my
stare.
best.
If I hear one out-of-place noise, you were revoked for a week.
I
Understood.
will do my best.
Achoo!
I heard that!
That was my first thought.
Alright.
So she lets you
I don't
go.
know what that guy a bookshelf over had, but that was not us.
So she continues on with her books, or on a cart of books, just trying to put them away, and leaves you to your own business.
Thank goodness. Alright. So I'm just gonna go to the section that would have the books we need. And I'm just gonna start pulling off the shelf. I'm gonna pass them down to Myra since she complained about being so short.
Oh, not like you're judging me for being 2.5 feet tall. I had a growth spurt, you know.
Yes. It's alright. Just very carefully put these books down on the table, okay?
Alright, but I do have a serious question. So, she looked really wrinkly. Is that what happens when you're around books too much?
No, that's what happens when you're old.
Ugh. It's the worst.
Yeah, aging can be terrible. Why so many try to fight it.
So while you're trying to write this thing, like
The The
I don't
essay.
know. Give me an arcane knowledge, or do you have a arcane knowledge, or a knowledge arcana? Oh, so Myra, describe how you're taking over. Or don't describe. Myra's too deep in thought. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's too deep in thought. No, she's just gonna start looking at the pictures and like, oh hey, this could be helpful. What do you think about this principle here as it would apply to conjuring things and a residue being left behind?
I am just shocked. And I look at her and I look at the book, I'm like, well, yes, absolutely. You actually know about this?
I'm not an idiot.
Ooh, well then.
Crickets.
Alright
Are
then,
you
we'll see.
trying to not say that I'm an idiot? Because I feel like by not saying it, you're saying it pretty loudly.
I am not saying anything. I'm just very surprised that you actually are aware of, have knowledge of this from your, behavior in the classroom. And
You definitely should not be mixing alchemical ingredients together if you don't understand the magical properties being discussed in the formulae.
well, yes, I wholeheartedly agree with you. All right, then, how about to get the paper done faster? You take this book and write about these principles here, and I'll write about this section over here.
Son of a bitch, I should have kept my mouth shut! Fine, I'll write this stupid paper.
Yes!
How do you go to this stupid school?
We'll make an academic out of you yet.
No. I tried to go to the stupid school, and they were like, no, you have to date it. But now I have to write a stupid paper anyway.
Well, maybe you could try again to get into the school.
Something about they don't let criminals in.
Did you see your message, Myra?
No.
Oh boy.
So, well, it's in Fantasy Grounds. You should be able to see it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's always the last place I think to check.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
Arcane
What is that from? Was that
From
Yeah, who did that? Was that you, nerd?
Of course.
Oh, that was great. Perfect. It was very
I
loud,
aim,
though.
I aim to be a problem. I can't control your guys' volume of soundboard, unfortunately.
Oh, that's cool. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's good. I like the sound. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. I wrote it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, I was answering Myra's question.
Hold on, give me one.
Okay. What's so hard to understand about that?
Arcane fiction?
Yeah.
So it's not real.
Correct. That's
It's
what
made up.
that's what fiction means.
Oh.
You were describing untested theories.
Yeah.
That's theoretical, not fiction.
That's the closest I got, though.
So you will write this paper sufficiently, Lilith. You're probably
Good.
very proud of the work that Myra has come up with. You can see that there's like a Starman thing here. Isn't that the name of the movie? Rain Man. Rain Man. That's what it is. There's a Rain Man moment going on with Myra right now.
Fictional summoning. Gotta love the fictional summoning.
I am definitely quoting the pieces from the arcane fiction book, though.
Chev, you make your way towards the tower that the headmaster is in. Let me pull up his notes real quick so I don't mess this up. I'll get back to Scarlet in a second. She was busy, so
Sorry.
you're good. And then this is where you're also living, Chev, because he gave you guys residence in his tower as well. So this is you have keys. It's not like you guys have to go through hoops to get here. And you know that he mainly keeps to his offices unless there's an issue at school that he has to attend to. And you would have learned this through the week you guys spent under his tutelage. And this is Fenenfulzim. So when you come up into he's basically got it's not a laboratory, but you know he does a lot of studies here in his tower. And you see him behind his desk toddling away. You see various lights coming out from his desk as he's creating scrolls. And then he sees you walk through the door. He says, Mr. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yelling children in the
What did you
background.
say the headmaster's name was again, dude?
Fenenfulzim.
Spell that shit, because
What do you mean spell? It's exactly how it sounds. Fenenfulzim. Or
Fenenfulzim.
No, Volzim. Sorry, it's not how it sounds.
See.
Volzim.
When you ask the GM to repeat himself 3 times. Sorry.
I thought it was like a
wrote it
Beetlejuice
phonetically,
situation.
and if I didn't spell it right, tough shit. Yeah.
That's the way to start with your professor. I don't give a shit what your name is, boy.
Well, when I
I
asked,
didn't spell it right. It's your damn fault.
and I get it sounded out. When I fucking sound it out, that's how it's spelled now.
Where's the chalkboard? You put it up on the chalkboard like anybody.
Yeah. No,
So,
And there you go.
Fennon looks up at you and says, Mr. Chelios, to what do I owe the pleasure to this day?
It's the hospital.
So I just spoke with the blacksmith, and he is going to be giving me and Lokar a job.
He's giving you a blank stare because he doesn't know which blacksmith you're talking about.
Knuckle Daniel. How do we pronounce that?
Thank you. That one.
All right.
Knuckle
It's a shame that Phoenix isn't here to say that for you.
Knuckled on you.
Remind me of a character's name. I'm going to write that one down too.
What, Phoenix?
Comes to you in your head.
Nacheldanya.
There you go.
That's his last name. I can't. His Fungriff, I think, is his first name.
You named him.
I don't have my note. I have like 5 different tabs open up in front of me.
His name used to be on the token. It's not anymore for some reason.
Oh, that's right. I have an NPC for him. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was.
I ain't gonna lie, the only thing I remember is Tony Danza. So
That's
Tony-
no, it's
yeah.
Tony
Tony
Ladanza. So, Chev, go ahead.
The blacksmith, Mr. Knuckledonia,
Mhm.
and he's going to give me and Lokar work, but we're going to be having to do that in the morning. So how would you like to arrange our schedule for taking classes with you?
I would prefer you not work with that man, as he is very tiresome with his mannerisms, but as long as it doesn't interfere with your studies, you may work with him whenever. I can do our experiments late into the evening if it works better for you that way.
It may. But he's the best hope we have for an income, because living in the city isn't free, and we're broke. So
Except living in the city is free for you.
well, but I mean, we we
Have
gotta
I
take
not
care of
given you
ourselves.
enough?
No, that's not what I was intending to imply at all. I was just simply saying that we want to be able to pull our own weight. And I
you have
know
no
it's
clean
important to
underwear, man.
Lokar. I know it's important to Lokar too, and he would tell you that if he wasn't taking a nap.
Understood. I appreciate you coming to tell me that you have procured a profession.
Indeed. I appreciate you having the flexibility to allow that. It's really excellent. I can't wait to begin both things. So when should I start reporting to you with Lokar in tow, of course, for classes?
Your mind must escape you because you've already spent a week.
Yeah, but I mean the next one.
That's a daily thing.
Okay.
File not found.
Well, then we're here now. Let's get it cracking, I guess.
Okay, all right. He asks you to go back, take your stance across from the targeting dummies like you were doing before, and he teaches you how to summon arcanic energies into your weapon.
Beautiful. I am most thankful.
Cool. All right. So Scarlet and Hilda, you guys arrive at the barracks and you head up to your father's lookout. And this time there's nobody in his study. But you see that he's got a big billboard up, and you can see he's got a lot of different names in red and yellow and green. You can see that the red are the Night's Watch and where their positions and timelines are. The yellow are the normal guards that have survived the attack, and the green are the new people that have been assigned and such. So it looks like he's trying to create a new schedule with all the influx of recruits.
Yeah, so like when I come in, I just like push the door open really loudly so they'll like smack against the back of the wall, and I'll be like, "What the hell is this?" And I point my thumb behind towards Hilda.
It is very nice to see you again, daughter, for the second time today.
Yes, it's so great. Who and what the hell is this?
I'm sorry. Are you incapable of words, Hilda?
I know who Hilda is.
No, I just know she likes to talk. I'd let her get it out of her system.
And her dad laughs, recognizing that he picked the best person for this assignment. And he says, since you were so brazen in your freeing of Mr. Pinkman and basically flashing your will to my lieutenants, I have decided to give you a guardian to accompany you through your journeys to make sure you are on the best face that you have, or keeping up the best face that you have in this city.
You were fine with me doing it by myself up until I went and flashed the paper that you gave me to get Jesse out of really a lieutenant who honestly was roughing him up to a point. He had him tied upside down. Hanging, by the way, for blowing smoke in someone's face.
I don't remember him hanging Jesse upside
You
down.
did. Pause. Nerd, were you not hanging upside down?
You're asking the wrong person because last session I was high the entire time.
He was gagged and he was manacled. He was not hanging upside down.
I was gagged. Yeah. I don't remember being hung upside down.
Something about a lamppost or something. That's
Yeah, and he says,
I poured acid on the lamppost and then I broke it in half and I knocked it over.
you obviously condone the actions of your compatriot, and I feel that you are not doing your best to keep a positive influence on your parties. And Hilda here is there to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward.
She's just like leaning on the door, looking at her nails, listening to them talk. Then she reaches in her pocket and pulls out a paper and walks up to Scarlet and like smacks it on her chest and says, "See, I have the paper your father gave me right here, but I know you wouldn't bother to read it.
And just
But
take
now
the
you're
paper.
in deep."
Just take the paper off my chest and rip it in half and drop it and look at him, and I'm like, I don't need a fucking babysitter.
And I don't need a daughter causing dissent inside the ranks of my guards who have already dealt with enough. But apparently their plight has escaped your care.
Look around, Scarlet. Don't you see what's going on in the city right now? Aren't you more concerned about that than your little antics that you keep getting up to?
I just like ignore Hilda and look at Hugo, and I'm like, so you weren't even gonna tell me? You just assigned the babysitter. I was in your office.
Just like you told me that you were taking in drug dealers and thieves.
You knew what Jesse and Mira were.
But I didn't know how you would respond or influence them. And it seems that you were just walking through this without any care in the world. Again, Hilda is there to make sure that you show that you care, since you've had the inability to do it within a day's time.
Oh,
Fine.
she's gonna show that she cares.
Fine. That's just fine. 1 second, our children are being crazy.
Hell yeah. Anarchy. Chaos.
Get him!
Fuck
think
the
she's still-
establishment.
I think she's still in chat.
I just like turn on my heel and march out of your office and head back down to Damon and Lucian.
I follow suit.
Lucian's busy helping with my children. Give me 1 second.
So we go to Lilith and Myra, Owen's mom, whose name I don't have in front of me. Colleen, sorry. Colleen Goodhope. So her class is done. You've seen the people file out. And she is behind her desk filling out notes, probably going over papers and such.
All right, cool. So we finished the paper.
Oh, if it isn't my new protege, Lilith, and her new friend Myra, who I'm very surprised to see back in my halls.
A friend is a bit of a strong word, but I thought it only be right, since Myra was so disruptive, that she indeed assist with completing the assignments you gave us, which I greatly appreciate.
I did most of the work.
Well, I cannot wait to see what you both have come up with.
I mean, I hand her the paper.
And she looks at it kind of with like a disinterested look. And as soon as she starts reading it, you see her eyes really focus, and she starts nodding her head and Oh, and you caught very. Well, this is impressive work. And you both did this together within only a few hours.
Yes, of course. You know, I always pride myself on hard work. I was a bit surprised at Myra's knowledge, though. She, while is a bit of a crass individual, she's surprisingly astute in matters of the arcane.
You may have missed your calling, Myra, as a rat catcher. Or what? Not as a
Business,
rat
you know,
catcher, yeah.
you break traditions.
If you are ever looking to enhance your studies further, please let me know.
Absolutely.
Now, what was
I
so
nudge
important
Myra and give her a big smile.
that
Sorry.
you felt the need to interrupt my class?
I mean, quite frankly, you're the one that interrupted it.
Anyways, Myra. What she
She doesn't hear Myra. You cover it up in time.
well, it's Myra.
Oh, you didn't want her to talk, and now you want her to talk. Make up your mind.
Myra, very respectfully, and I both need to ask for your assistance.
I understand
Respectfully.
that. With what?
The pamphlets.
To use unstable energies to enhance summonings and conjuration.
That's purely hypothetical concepts.
So speaking hypothetically, would you use something like the Grim blowing up to do it?
I mean, there's no evidence to support that it was magical, the Grim exploding.
Fair.
Is it possible that it was covered up?
Anything's possible. I'm sorry, one at a time, please.
Sorry.
So going down the hypothetical rabbit hole, what would you use?
I can't think of a spell in my repertoire that would cause an explosion of that magnitude that wouldn't be able to be detected by magic. Or that you wouldn't be able to detect magic with.
Itself, but what kind of, unstable arcane energy would you hypothetically use to conjure up a bunch of creatures in the town and cause pamphlets to explode?
Well, you're asking two separate questions there. As the meddling dust mixed in with whatever was happening could possibly have summoned those creatures, but that's not hypothetical arcanism. That's simply somebody twisting the Vistonium metals or materials inside the dust and bringing forth its arcanic properties, which you would know if you had studied your first year Vistonium or books. Sorry.
Don't I have to attend the academy to acquire these books?
No.
They don't let rat catchers into the academy.
It's common knowledge. But perverting the Vistonium dust is a crime. Or perversions of Vistonium dust. Sorry, without proper sanctions and permissions from the council is strictly prohibited.
So you're saying the answer is crime?
I'm sorry, the answer to magic being used is crime?
That's not what she means. We're trying to figure out what may have caused the incident in the market, and we're considering the fact that possibly it could be something magical, but it was done in a manner that no one could detect the magical traces. It didn't leave magical traces, perhaps.
All I can tell you about the pamphlets is that the magic used in this does not follow the laws of the how did I phrase this the first time? That was what the magic used does not follow arcanic law. There's the properties for which these pamphlets were imbued while using common known spells, the effect, the usage, the implementation defies the law of magic.
So you're saying the arcane laws were bent?
It's as if they didn't exist in the first place. This isn't a bending. This is
superseding.
Superseding. And if you tell anybody this, and she looks at you, Lilith, as she's trusting you because you're taking her tutelage, I will deny it up and down because that will cause widespread panic if people learn that magic is just being used without checks and balances. We've been through enough. The city's been through enough, and I won't cause more panic.
Absolutely. We shall keep this confidential. Right, Mira?
Owen didn't mention any of this to you?
No, he did not.
Okay. I wonder why my son would keep this a secret from people he's clearly working with.
I wonder that as well.
That's the big mystery.
Well, we thank you very much for your time and your help. We'll take that into account as we continue looking into this incident. Thank you so much, Madam Colleen. Myra, let us head out.
Please report anything you find to me as I am conducting my own investigations.
Absolutely, ma'am. I walk out.
You're on the list of people I will inform.
She nods. I have openings in my class, Miss Waldo.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Worry that's not your strong suit.
I'm very much aware that's not my strong suit.
All right.
I live in my head.
That's why there's no space for thought.
Exactly.
Yep. So, you guys leave the academy, and then where are you heading to?
Well, we leave her office.
Oh, okay.
Would we know about whatchamacallit, that what is it, Chev and Lokar are now living at the academy?
I mean, I don't know what they have told you guys, so I have no
that's
idea.
true.
Would Tony
restricted section.
have any books that are a little bit on the shady side regarding magic and the applications of arcane theory?
She's looking for raunchy smut, bud.
No, I'm looking for the restricted section. They may not want to sell at the library or have at the library.
I knew it.
I need the good stuff, man. Does Tony have it?
Tony, I don't know. You may have it. You have to go ask him.
Hey, you'd probably
Alright,
find that at Tony's.
That's something you have to decide for yourself. I just can't tell you what Tony has. You have to ask him and suffer
All right,
through
I'm
suffer
gonna check
through
and see
Tony.
what Tony has.
That's fine. And
All right.
Jesse,
As the meats.
you make your concoctions, and then what are you up to?
Well, I need supplies. And Scarlet's dad's not going to help me out because he's a big pussy ass bitch. So I'm going to start running. I'm going to start running down my list of any previous contacts who either bought from me or sold to me. And I'm going to start trying to make the rounds around town to see if any of these people are still in the market for things, still have access to things. See if we can get some kind of barter trade situation set up so I can start getting some things so I don't actually have to do whatever Scarlet's dad wants me to do to show my good faith, whatever the fuck bullshit that was.
Well, you go to some of your well-known suppliers, and you find out that they have heard about your involvement with working for Hugo and are just preferring not to do business with you because they don't want anything to happen. But some of your more shady or lesser-known contacts have no problem at all helping you out. It's as if as long as your money is good, they will give you whatever you ask for.
But this is hilarious. So they learn the mouse is a rat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be a rat, but I ain't no stool pigeon. So, sorry, my dog started barking at the end of that. My lesser-known contacts that would still have stuff or be in contact, what did you say about them?
Your more well-known, like you're the ones that you would like never dime you out or anything like that. They're respectable. They are very leery about doing any business with you because they heard that you're working for Hugo. But your the lesser reputable ones have no issues at all giving you whatever you need. Probably a little more pricier, but
hey, you know what? I don't mind taking care of some guys. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Sorry. My apologies.
All right, well, that's the end. We'll end the session there. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for playing. See ya. Have a good night.
Sorry, that was out of
I'm
table.
gonna go to the bathroom.
Go lay down. Right now. Go lay down. Go.
Go lay down.
Dude, I'm gonna fuck you up, Dexter. Get in the other room right the fuck now. Go. Go lay down.
The part of Dexter is one of his lesser known.
For a piece of gristly beef.
So,
what a dickhead.
As we listen to Jesse shake down one of his go-to guys.
All I would pay you is a piece of gristly beef.
The first person I reached out to gave me a hard time.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And I had to rough him up a little bit.
And
he's my
they give you 2 gold for roughing them up as a way to get you to leave them alone.
What the fuck is this?
So he's the
I don't want gold. I need alchemical ingredients, goddammit. Not fucking gold.
They just throw whatever they have on their pockets on the ground and run off.
If I see you again, you better have some more shit for me. I'll break your fucking ankles. You hear me, Dexter?
So, hold on. Dexter, Let me write him down in NPCs.
Oh
Committed
no!
assault with a stake.
There we go.
I love
Hold
it.
on. So players' backstories. I don't have anything for Jesse, so I will write one up. NPCs.
You used one of Grimm's dogs. He'd have been big enough to fight back.
Randos. So Rando NPC, Dexter the drug dealer.
Who has an affinity for getting slapped with gristly beef.
Yeah,
It's a weird fetish, but we're here for it.
Dexter.
Absolutely. We don't
Supplier
judge.
for Jesse. And Jesse beat the crap out of him for supplies, for refusing to do business. And let's hope Dexter does not come back to bite us in the ass. All right.
That would never happen.
Yeah. Dexter, Rando NPC. Awesome. Love it. Now what?
Now, we work on my great vision.
Okay.
I'll go back to the warehouse, and I'm going to collect as many remaining ingredients as I can to start making a bulk supply of alchemist fire.
So, what is alchemist fire for anybody?
It's a
I
potion
know
you
what
throw
it is,
and
but
it explodes
okay.
in fire.
All right. Give me a crafting check, please, or professional, or your alchemy, whatever your thing is for that.
I'm going to give you my crafting alchemy, because rat folk have bonuses to that. That's why I have a +9, so that's going to be 18.
All right. What is a typical charge that you would get?
A typical charge of like money, you mean, or
the fire? How many would you get typically?
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to make a bulk, like a large batch of it.
Yeah. All right. So how much could you carry in one on your persons? I guess is the better question.
I'm not that strong, so probably not a ton. Where's my weight at?
How many uses? I guess. All right. How many uses could you get out of it?
Okay, yes. One charge, one use. I mean, maybe 6 uses. I'm going for 6.
All right. So you have 18.
Fuck a duck. Okay. Perfect.
There's your.
No, that's great.
Yeah. There's
that's
your
great.
Bulk supply. 18.
Wonderful. All right, and I'll pinch off a couple of those. I'll take 2 with me for the night on the town.
Okay, that'll take you for what they're doing. So Lilith and Myra, I assume you're trying to meet up with everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to find everybody
Okay.
else. Try to find Damon and everybody.
Chev, after your half an hour, and that's probably taxing you as it is to try and hold on to these energies and focus them. Are you leaving afterwards, or what are you doing?
I guess I'll try to meet back up with everyone and see
boy.
what the plan is.
All right.
But I can't be out too late into the night because I have work tomorrow morning.
That's a good boy. So
I said that in many years.
you guys will all meet outside of the academy in the barracks, where Scarlet and so Damon and Lucian, you'll be there as you see Hilda and Scarlet. Chev, everybody just comes together in a perfect railroad conglomeration.
Well, Hilda and Scarlet were gone. Is it okay if I say that Lucian kind of filled Damon in on what happened this week?
So why doesn't Lucian fill Damon in on what happened?
Uh-oh.
Lucian wasn't there.
So far we were...
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, then never mind.
Well, Lucian wasn't there for yesterday, but he was there for what's happened. So he doesn't... Damon has amnesia and doesn't remember what happened after the events of the bomb.
The last thing I remember is taking Lilith home.
Oh, okay.
So
you remember that? That was after the bomb.
Yeah, that was that night.
Yeah, that's the last I remember. That's why when I woke up, I yelled Lilith. Yeah.
All right, Lucian.
Well, there was a lot of discussions that was made to start doing things. and I know for sure I wanted to figure out if you guys got good with your plans, because I know we already have made our way to make negotiations.
Negotiations?
Yeah, there was a hostage situation. It got all handled, though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we know nothing about that though.
Okay. Well, you know now.
Yeah, he's telling us.
Right, we knew there was a hostage situation. We don't know any of the details. So are you gonna elaborate, Lucian? Or are you just gonna leave us in the dark?
I mean, it was handled from what I understood. I went with Good Hope and Theodore. We was able to figure it out.
Handled how?
By negotiating. What step are you missing?
Who was taken hostage? Why? What was given up in the negotiation? Am I speaking language? Details,
Well,
man. Details.
a lot of the people that we had to get the hostages were from the city. They were frightful.
In the back, you see Damon raise his hand.
Yes, Damon?
Hilda's here. I just learned her name.
Oh.
Did anyone
Yeah,
else think that
very
that's
good.
weird?
So you're Hilda? Who are you exactly?
Scarlet's babysitter. Her words, not mine.
I'm going to get uncomfortably close to Hilda and be like, right here.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure they know which one is you in case they didn't know. You're Hilda.
Oh, yeah. I think they got it.
Good job, Damon.
I just wanted to make sure everybody knew.
The guard telling Scarlet in a minute who took the hostages.
You guys
Was
know.
it Hilda?
You guys all know that the hostages were taken by the Hergast. That's common knowledge.
Okay.
Was it?
Yes.
I honestly, I have no memory of that.
Yeah, the king,
was that the session I missed?
Maybe the king spoke to that in his the king was called out about the situation when he addressed the crowd on the in the memorial of the Red Day. That was the session after after the bombing thing had taken place.
I think they also told us when we didn't go to the market. Like when they stopped us at the market.
I remember that we can't go into the market because it was a hostage situation. I didn't remember anything about the king making a declaration about that.
Yeah, so the king was asked when the king went through and gave his speech during the memorial. He had said he went to walk off stage, and somebody asked him about the hostage situation in Renvani, to which he got really flustered, and basically because the Hergast one of their chieftains was killed by a demon. They accused they accused the city of sending in explosive devices and killing their chieftain with the demon. So, and as recompense, they took over Renvani, which is the area next to the mountains where the Vestonian ore is mined. So they took an entire district hostage. And the other half of the group went to go deal with the hostage. Well, unknowingly at the time, went to go deal with fixing the Eye of Grim, but then wound up dealing with the hostage situations. And that's what you guys had learned last session through Jesse. So you guys know that your other group went to go deal with that hostage situation. But yeah, it was the other tribe that took it over because they blamed the city for attacking them.
Well, now that I'm up to speed, I feel kind of stupid for asking Lucian all those questions.
It's all right. You didn't know. It's fine.
So is Hilda coming with us now?
Yes.
Dear God.
So is she like our friend now?
Huh?
Sure.
Is she like our friend now?
Yeah, I'm plenty friendly.
She can be your friend, Damon. You can get real close to her. Follow her.
You got it.
Oh boy.
I look at Mira and Lilith and did you guys talk to Colleen?
We did, and we learned something interesting yet sensitive.
Interesting.
Lucian didn't share with us.
Lucian or Owen?
I'm pretty sure she said Lucian.
She
Owen.
said Owen.
No, Owen's her son.
Yeah, Owen's her son.
Okay.
Yeah.
The monkey's her uncle?
So there's
No!
the information that we learned. Supposedly Owen should have told us, but didn't. So I'm thinking we should go talk to Owen about why he was withholding information from us.
Well, to be fair, Owen was suffering from a severe, crippling headache, and he probably wasn't thinking about sharing information, but trying to get rid of it. His, his issue that he has.
Definitely didn't help after the negotiations. He worked himself really hard over it.
True.
Yeah. So I think more Owen is just very distracted. But does your information that you found lead us anywhere else?
Well, are we like in the middle of a fucking courtyard? Like, where are we having this conversation?
You guys could be having it somewhere private.
Okay, thank goodness.
Since you asked, I will say you.
Gnarly.
Yeah. But if you're just going to sit out in the street and gab, then that's different. But yeah, if you're going to acknowledge it, then you guys are somewhere private. You guys do have the warehouse.
Yeah, we could go to the warehouse.
All right,
Can we
we're
just teleport there?
just at the warehouse.
Please teleport us there.
And so, Jesse, what are they walking into?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear God.
Oh yeah, and we have Hilda. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, that's.
It's too late.
Great.
It's too late.
So-
We've already decided to go there.
About the time they are opening the, the service door, the larger access doors, you'd see Jesse sweeping a corner of the warehouse, standing in front of a large covered wagon that is basically full of hay bales, with a couple of barrels standing next to him. They're unmarked wooden barrels, no writing on them, just plain old barrels. Nothing to see here. It smells funny though. It smells like paint thinner in the air.
Paint thinner.
Everything seems pretty clean, though. Not like
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, I clean up. Look, I might sell drugs and take drugs and blow shit up with drugs, but I'm a pretty clean guy, so. Yeah, I'm sweeping up after myself. It smells a little funky. It smells a little medicinal. It smells a little bit like a clinic in here, but nothing to worry about.
I'm standing like right next to Hilda, and I just turn to him and go, "She's a guard.
Yes,
She's
we
gonna
met.
be my friend."
Yes, we met. That's great. You seem to be making quite a few friends lately, Damon.
I know,
That's
it's
great.
really nice.
Good for you, buddy.
So what is this place exactly?
It's a place my dad let us have so we can meet together. Don't worry. We're not breaking any rules. If anybody would like to
Rich
come
coming
in.
from you.
Mm.
I'm gonna get close to Hilda again and go, "I like your ears."
Thanks. Thanks, Damon.
Did somebody give him?
You're a
Did
good
somebody
kid.
give him alcohol?
No, it's just Damon.
He is
Sorry.
acting a little.
Some people tell
different.
me I talk a lot, and I talk a lot when I don't know what to say, so I just kind of talk.
You keep it
I
up, buddy.
gathered
Good
that.
job. Proud of you.
How do you? That's what Basket would have said.
Yeah. Well, let's walk in here and you can tell us this sensitive information. So maybe we can see what we need to do next.
Alright, I look at Hilda and I go, so you were assigned by Scarlett's father to keep an eye on her, correct? Just to make sure she stays out of trouble?
That's the gist of it.
And I assume you'll be reporting back on her behavior as well as any activity we do that we should not be doing?
At my discretion.
At your discretion. Well,
Hugo is a busy man. He has a lot going on.
Oh, I don't blame him, and I don't blame him for wanting to get a babysitter.
I thought she was here to be our friend.
Oh, God.
Yes, Damon, of course she's here to be your friend. We're all here to be your friend.
Speaking of that, Lilith, do you remember where we live? I think I told you, but I don't remember if I told you.
I know where I live.
Well, remember I took you back to my house and I told you that you could stay there?
No, I took you to... We walked to my house and I told you could stay there.
Oh no, it's happening again!
Oh my God! Where you live?
Quick, somebody mark your calendar.
I only remember where I live.
He's just a little silly right now. Anyway, Lilith, what were you questioning Hilda about?
So, we spoke to Colleen, one of the professors at the academy, and she told us something that's a bit confidential. Essentially, we've been looking into the pamphlets that everyone received before the explosions happened, and it seems that someone may have used arcane magic that does not follow the actual laws of the arcane. So it was unrestricted. There's no checks and balances for it, essentially, which is concerning because by the laws of arcane magic, everything should always, everything has consequences. Everything leaves traces, but then this did not behave in the normal sense.
Well, I would hope the laws wouldn't allow the city to be blown up in places. Makes sense to me.
You know, when we say the laws of magic were broken, we don't just mean the town laws, but the actual, like, principles and theories and laws of magic.
The actual principles of magic were broken. Which begs the question, who would have been powerful enough and would have had the motivation to do this?
A god?
Oh, a god. Well, lovely. How many gods do we have around here that we can just speak to?
I used to be friends with one.
Are you friends with everybody?
But that was a long time ago.
Oh.
I know, I did read that one book that said unstable energies can be used to bend the very arcane laws, but maybe if they had a big enough source of unstable energy, they could break them all together.
Also, Lilith, do you not remember what Owen's condition is? What voices does he hear in his head?
Oh, I wasn't there when you originally talked to Owen. I don't know if you recall.
So Owen hears the gods in his head, and they talk to him, and it causes him to have the crippling headaches, and he's currently doing what they suggest that he do, which is why they're heading to the Grim.
Oh, well, that is very useful information.
Yes. So that's why I think maybe Owen didn't share with us what was happening with the pamphlets because he was too concerned about listening to the gods.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense then. So he's currently doing what the gods suggested?
One of them? I mean, he's got a bunch of them in his head. I think he's listening to one of them.
That sounds awful.
It is.
His head hurts him all the time.
I bet you one of them's very handsome, though.
Well, he can only hear the voices, I suppose. He doesn't know... he can't see them.
I bet you one of them sounds very handsome, though.
And there's one that doesn't at all.
Then I think we should go speak to Owen.
Well, Owen, I don't know. Lucian, is Owen still in town?
Yeah, he is.
Well, then let's go see if he has any new information, any new updates, if he's even in any condition to provide us maybe with some helpful information.
Probably not from the last I heard of his mother.
No.
So are you
Sounds
telling
like
me
he
that
would
we
have the
have
best
no
direction.
information to go for?
I mean, essentially, I think Owen may be the key to figuring out what's happening. If he can hear gods, and this is something a god could possibly be capable of, I think he's our strongest asset right now.
And Damon.
Yes,
Yeah, I do believe Owen would be, but he doesn't make that decision on his own.
If Hilda's a guard, would she know anything we don't know about the pamphlets?
That's a good question.
Could ask
That's a quick out of character question.
He just in front of Hilda just goes, "Would Hilda know anything?"
Did the other group actually make it to go to the Grim, or were they detoured to the hostage situation? Because I guess my understanding from that recap that I got was that they all got detoured.
There was a lot of directions we went, and then finally settled on the hostage, but no, we didn't make leeway on the Grim.
Okay. So now back into character. Shouldn't we try checking out the Grim if that didn't get done?
All right.
And we know what we're doing with the Grim's eyes, correct?
I believe Lokar and myself will have to stay here. We have work in the morning, and I can't be making a bad impression on my first day.
Good to see where your priorities lie.
You found your blacksmith?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Well, if the
Good.
city blows up, you're really not going to be able to train with a blacksmith. That's just practical thinking.
Yeah, but more practical thinking would be like, where am I going to get my next meal from? That's the kind of thinking we're forced to deal with right now. We have solved our living situation, but it takes money to be able to live here, so we need some. So
Well, if there's no here to live in, that's an even bigger problem.
Right, but unfortunately, we do not have the luxury of ignoring the money situation. We have to deal with it. So we have a job starting in the morning, and that, unfortunately, for now, is our priority, along with completing our training here at the academy. Well, wherever we are at the academy.
I also have a shift in the morning, but it's only a half day, so how long will you guys be at the blacksmith tomorrow?
I don't know. And then after the blacksmith, we have to take our lesson with the headmaster. And then after that, we're free. I think, if we're still alive, we're not dead tired. We'll be free.
Anyone else weirded out by death being professional?
I like it.
I like
it's
it.
Interesting. It's interesting and new, and I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Don't get used to it.
I'm not. I'm just
I'm in the weirded out campaign here, so
I just like I'm waiting for something to happen for that to change, but I'm digging it.
I'm a scarred young man with a newfound sense of responsibility and priorities to make sure that myself, but more importantly, my cousin is taken care of.
Aw.
You asked what I might know about the
to
pamphlets. The
shirk
the
our
king and
duty.
his
Mira.
second. The king and his second write one, and then they're sent to be copied and distributed.
So then maybe we could check the printer.
Possible.
You have added the boom boom letters?
The king and his second?
The king and
Well, no. I mean, if the king wrote the main one, and his second wrote the second, then all the ones that got shipped out to us, the king and them would have had nothing to do with. So wouldn't that mean the printers could be bad?
Yeah, but they could also have told the printers to print it a certain way.
I don't think the king is behind this. But it could be something with the printers.
Okay, well, are the printers in the market? DM?
When you say printers, what do you think a printer is?
The publishers.
Publishers. That's completely different.
Ones that put the pamphlets out.
So you guys know that you guys, I guess it would be common-ish. Not well. We'll just say that Hilda would know this, and I assume Hilda's going to tell you guys that they, in a way to drum up business, the king assigns, or the king gives the right, or the gifts certain places the work to make these pamphlets and distribute them. So it's never the same person every year.
How many publishers do we have in this city?
Many.
Hilda, do you know who did the last set of documents?
That is not information that Hilda would have.
No.
Well, you don't. Hold on, you don't know that. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't know what you know.
You know what you know.
Yeah, I mean, Hilda's not.
What I know?
Hilda's not one of those guards that is, in the municipal part of it. Hilda's a guard. It's not, but Hilda would know that certain stuff is sent out, or that at least that it's sent out.
Yeah, because they got a gang of catty bitches. They share information.
Well, two of your friends have headaches from being around you.
They don't have headaches from being around me.
Prove it.
You want me to go ask the king?
No, absolutely not.
Nope, don't want you to do that.
He's a friend of my aunt.
Oh, we need to figure
Friendly
out
are
what's
you
going
with
on. So I work at a bookstore in the market. Through just meeting customers and being in that area, would I perhaps know which publisher may have gotten that job?
You possibly would. Give me 1 second.
I just feel like whatever publisher got that job would be spouting that info out.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I'm like, I feel like he would have come in bragging.
I am printing the king's pamphlets this year.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would have stayed quiet about that.
Well, there are none in the market.
Okay, never mind.
Yep,
But give me a second because Lucian would know.
Oh, okay.
But it is 10 o'clock, so we can end the session there.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Lame.
Sorry. Sorry, but at the same time, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Cool. All right. Well,
I
thank
had
you.
a good time.
Good. I'm glad for your first session. Probably a little rocky, but we got there.
Damon doesn't know what is going on, but I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, David, what the fuck happened? You were not like that last session.
My brain got a little fuzzy.
Oh boy.